There's no kind of fashion show with, there's nothing you can latch onto that way. So you kind of got to just count on the music.
Well, yeah, and I was going to say, I mean, especially after some of the, the difficulty you guys had with labels and, the really harsh musical label contract environment of the late '90s.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that just seemed like that just seemed like the massacre of the innocents for a lot of bands. I mean, did not having something that people could sort of hang their hat on really screw with you guys because.
No, because we would at that time we'd have got screwed no matter what.
You felt like you were in the negative karma zone.
Yeah, the record labels that was the beginning of the really crazy, down spiral at that point. They were starting to scramble with what the hell they were trying to figure out what to do, and et cetera, et cetera. So
beware the internet.
Yeah, it was kind of it was probably kind of good that we were kind of like low key and under the radar. It kind of made us float through. The bombs went off around us, and then there was nothing left, and we were still there.
Did you guys think well, screw this, I'm done?
Nah.
You just decided to keep on going. I mean, because you guys started out with a pretty big bang. I mean, what, number 26 or 27 on the
Big
Billboard,
Bang Theory,
and Conan O'Brien and all that. I mean, I guess.
That's when we was fab,
when
back
you were
in the day.
So, I mean, did you guys just sort of readjust your expectations at some point?
Oh, yeah. We kept turning that channel as we were going.
I mean, was it like just...
Aerosmith, Steve Earle, Slobberbone, make another record.
Yeah. Like to be able to eat today.
Yeah.
So, away from some of the more depressing aspects of being in a band... one of the songs that really stands out, and it seems a lot of people have been noticing it off the new record, is Kid Next Door.
Oh yeah.
And I just was kind of curious as to what the inspiration was for that.
Well, that was a guy that we've known for 100,000 years, who actually is probably responsible for the start of the band. He wrote the lyrics to it, so the inspiration was all his. But as soon as I read it, I got it, and so he doesn't write music, he just writes lyrics. So it's like, I saw that, and it was like, yeah. So you'd have to ask him about where that inspiration came from, but we all know where that inspiration came from.
Well, I was going to say, with the exception of, I guess, maybe the hip-hop reference in the lyrics, I mean, it could be any time, any place. I mean, growing up in the South, I knew a lot of guys that had the Pontiac Firebird, the Camaro, and it was, maybe Molly Hatchet when I was coming up or something like that.
Fastback Mustang.
Yes, or the Duster. Yeah,
it was very lucky that I have fringe connections to the automotive industry, because he had written in his lyric that it was a black '05 Camaro. And I was like, wait a minute. The last Camaro was in '02. So it was kind of like
so you're like the editor.
That's right. We could have been hung high for that one between car aficionados.
Well, yeah, because it could have been, to me, Vietnam, or like when I was I had my choice of military obligation or not. I think it was the first Iraq war. I knew a lot of people saying like, I was just going to go to college, and then it just struck me as an excellent symbol of the rise and fall of youth, and in some ways especially the way the automotive industry is.
Exactly.
I don't know how many kids now are going to be listening to music blasting out of their Camaro, or their Mustang, or whatever now.
Right.